Hurricanes, cyclones and typhoons have devastating long-term effects on the communities they impact. The microbial effects of these natural disasters limit access to clean water, increase exposure to infectious diseases and cause food spoilage. Understanding how hurricanes relate to microbiology will strengthen communities and decrease deaths from infectious diseases, like leptospirosis and dengue fever. Climate change will continue to shape the planet and consequently lead to changes in weather patterns that will impact humanity. Hurricanes are expected to increase in frequency and intensity due to increased ocean temperatures. Governments and local communities need to prepare for the microbial consequences of the impacts of hurricanes and climate change. Hurricanes move microorganisms across the ocean and spread them through different continents. This mass movement of water and wind aerosolizes microbes in the atmosphere and transports them to new places. The microbial proliferation following hurricanes can have both beneficial and harmful effects. On one hand, these microbes can aid in the decomposition of fallen vegetation. On the other hand, they can also pose a risk to human health, increasing the potential for exposure to infectious diseases. The heavy rainfall associated with hurricanes results in standing floodwater that contains contaminants such as runoff, sediment, debris, and waste. These substances harbor harmful microbes like fecal coliforms and enteropathogens, which can pose a risk to human health. An increased risk of exposure to enteropathogens can lead to acute gastrointestinal illnesses such as gastroenteritis. During the initial cleanup after a hurricane, people are more susceptible to minor injuries like cuts, scrapes, puncture wounds, abrasions, and burns. These injuries can serve as entry points for pathogens, leading to serious conditions like necrotizing fasciitis, also known as flesh-eating disease. Leptospirosis is another bacterial disease that can affect both animals and humans, and it is often linked to contaminated floodwater. The disease is caused by spirochetes of the Leptospira genus and tends to become more prevalent after hurricanes or flooding events. People can be exposed to leptospirosis through skin wounds while walking in floodwater, cleaning flooded areas, coming into contact with mud, or using water contaminated with urine from infected animals. Standing floodwaters are also favorable places for mosquitoes to breed. As a result, the incidence of viral diseases, such as West Nile, Zika, dengue and chikungunya, which are spread by mosquitoes, can increase after hurricanes. Indoor flooding resulting from storms and hurricanes can lead to the growth of mold, which has detrimental effects on indoor air quality and long-term occupational health. Even minor leaks can promote mold growth in ventilation and air conditioning systems, compromising respiratory health and intensifying immune responses in individuals exposed to mold spores. During hurricanes, the risk of nosocomial infections in healthcare facilities increases due to the presence of airborne and aerosolized microbial pathogens. Microbes impact agriculture and the entire food industry after hurricanes. Contaminated floodwaters can introduce fecal-associated bacteria into agricultural soils, posing a risk to crops. Additionally, the combination of increased humidity, saturated soil, and damaged plants creates favorable conditions for the proliferation of microbial pathogens, making crops more vulnerable to infections. Storms and wind currents can carry and disperse spores of pathogenic fungi and bacteria over long distances, increasing the vulnerability of crops to new diseases. While hurricanes and their microbial consequences are unavoidable, it is crucial to enhance awareness of the associated risks and improve preparedness for future events. By increasing knowledge about the potential impacts and implementing proactive measures, we can better mitigate the effects of hurricanes. Thanks for watching.